Every Thursday we do deadlifts and we get sushi afterwards, so I figured it would be fun to take you along with us, showing you what we're going to have for the pre-workout meal, bringing you behind the scenes at the gym. We can talk about some of the training, and then I'll show you what I order at sushi. We are firing up the air fryer chicken thighs with salt and pepper. Yeah, they have a little bit more fat than chicken breast, but they taste a gazillion times better, so it is 100% worth it. We're going to blast these in there. We'll have some roasted yellow potatoes, which are my favorite, alongside with these Costco bagged salad mix. I gotta help out here because I'm being lazy. I'm just talking. Really tasty chipotle mayo kind of dressing. Typically, I don't use the full package of mayo just because, man, that's a lot of dressing and it's a lot of calories and a lot of fats. So just use a couple tablespoons of this. These little crispy bits of roasted corn and the cheese, very, very tasty. So we got up at like 4:30 this morning, had some coffee, had some breakfast. It is now 10:30 and I gotta quickly eat these bad boys because I have a consultation call with a potential coaching client coming up at 11, and then we'll train at like 1:30, something like that. I find if I have like a meal just in the few hours leading up to the workout, I feel good, it's well digested, and I'm not hungry. Hello. This is our lunchtime supervisor. She makes sure that any food that's dropped on the floor gets cleaned up in a timely fashion. You're showing everyone your belly. Cute. This is what I love about the air fryer is it has 15 minutes to go with our lunch, chicken, potato. So I can quickly come up here, tidy up my face a little bit, do a quick client check-in, and then lunch will be ready to rock. I think a big element to being successful with getting in shape and making it a part of your life and like something you can do consistently is just finding little ways to make it a little bit more time effective for you. Like we get our groceries delivered every week from Costco, so we know we just have protein in the house. We got lots of fruit and veggies, and we're never like, oh, what are we gonna have for lunch? There's nothing available. Okay, lunch is almost done, but since I'm a fat kid at heart and it is fall, I'm gonna have a little bit of this pumpkin pie ice cream made from Kawartha Dairy. Not my favorite flavor of theirs, but still pretty damn good.
What is your favorite flavor of theirs?
My favorite flavor of theirs has got to be either the pralines and cream or the... Did they have a salted caramel one?
Yes, but pralines and cream is the correct answer.
Praline and cream is good.
It's so good.
Yummy. A lot of ice creams are generally 2 calories per gram, so that's an easy way to track it if you have a food scale. And if you don't have a food scale and you're trying to manage your weight, what are you doing? So this is why I had an extra piece of toast, because this just isn't really enough carbs for me. It's not enough food. A lot of people will look at plates like this and be like, whoa, yeah, I would definitely eat like that too if I had, 3,000 whatever calories to play with. But honestly, my plates look a lot like this when I'm eating for fat loss too. I just use a little bit less dressing, maybe chicken breast instead of chicken thigh, and just less snacks and treats throughout the day like the pumpkin pie ice cream I just had. This right here is an excellent fat loss meal, and there's a lesson in that too. What you do for fat loss is all the same stuff that you need to do to maintain your weight. Everything except being in a calorie deficit. That's a great idea to maintain your weight. Eating lots of fruits and veggies, lean proteins, avoiding a ton of snacking and doing all this crazy extravagant eating. All that stuff is gonna help you maintain your weight too once you reach your goal weight. So once you get there, you can't just throw everything away. And this is for all the ladies who are scared to eat food. You gotta fuel yourself. That way you can have good productive training sessions, build muscle, get sculpted, toned, defined, whatever you want to call it. It's actually all the same thing. I'm feeling very full. I've got to take this creatine and then I've got the call in 2 minutes. Yes, beautiful. Dude, welcome to coaching. I'm so excited for you. This is gonna be awesome, man. Just dialing in the food, dialing in the workouts. It's just so good, man. The learning process is accelerated so much faster than doing it on your own. So yeah, kudos to you for signing up and really excited, man. Awesome that we had that dude just jump on board with coaching. Felix, if you're watching this, stoked to have you, dude. Really excited to see what you can do here. We're on the way to go do some deadlifts and do some lower body training, but every good lower body session starts with arm training. So we're gonna do that first. Have you ever noticed how some guys at the gym don't really have big arms, but they're curling tons of weight, and then there's a guy who's much bigger next to them and curling way less weight? That's because weight isn't everything. When it comes to training for muscle growth, weight is just a tool, and this is something that's been a big revelation for me this year. Last year, the big revelation was learning about training intensity and being able to push my sets harder and further than ever without breaking down the technique, training close to failure, and my gains really exploded off that. This year, I've been more intentional about not driving my training weights up unnecessarily before I've really mastered the technique, control, and intensity at a given weight. So
I don't really care how much I'm cable curling here. If it means that I have to use my hips to bounce the weight around, I don't really, I mean, obviously it's cool to curl big weights, but cheat curling big weights for me, this is not really all that exciting. And my joints have been happier for it. And honestly, I feel like I train so much harder when I use a more moderate weight and I really control it. I could easily lateral, the 30s or 25s or whatever. Jay in the background there. We train together on Thursdays. We have a very similar training day, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, I could easily lateral a lot more weight than this, but bringing the weight down allows me to use more control. It allows me to really target my side delta a ton. With an exercise like this, again, who really cares? If you're swinging the weights around, what's the point? I'm here to get bigger shoulders. Oh my God, Jay is just zooming in on my butt while I'm doing these. The audio in this part is kind of messed up, but last week I did RDLs with 245 or 255, I want to say. And then I did 16 reps with it. So I was like, wow, that's way too many reps. So I added 20 pounds this week, and here I am at 265. And then, man, this was just such an awesome set. My core, my hamstrings, my glutes are just getting destroyed like crazy. But it ends up being that I do 15 or 16 reps again here with the same weight. And maybe I was using just a little bit more knee bend than I was last week. Tough to say. I've been experimenting with just a little bit straighter knee position, doing less of an RDL or Romanian deadlift and more of a stiff leg deadlift, just to really emphasize the hamstrings more than the glutes. My glutes definitely still get cooked training like this. Here I'm saying something stupid like, God, I did 16 again. Because I got to go up to 285 next week. So this is the single leg press, a really glute dominant leg press. Whenever I've leg pressed in the past, I usually keep my feet a little bit lower on the plate, and I really emphasize deeply bending the knee. So focusing more on training the quad. But here I have a little bit of a higher foot position, and instead of focusing on bending the knee, I'm just bringing my knee in towards my chest and working at the glute level.